Hey guys, it's Bex here, and I'm back in another video with my good friend Micheal Perrine from everydaydetox.org and youtube.com/everydaydetox. He's here to answer all of your pressing, burning detox, nutrition, juicing, green stuff questions, and I'm so excited because we're finally getting these done.
We're very green today.
Oh my gosh, we've had so many questions over the years, and answering them in YouTube comments is nearly impossible, and we try to do it in these videos, but even that's impossible to do in just a few minutes. So hopefully we're getting down and dirty and into the nitty-gritty of these questions for you today. And I have like these long openings. I guess I should actually get to the question and save some time. Okay, this one's a good one, and I have no idea how to answer it. Why is it so hard to instinctively know how to eat or what to eat?
This is huge because this is the foundational understanding behind all of the food drama and the dabbling and the I tried this and I tried that and we're so disconnected from our instincts. That's what it is. And we've all been, gets radical now because, and this is sort of our resolution now.
Not for me.
I've been very, I think, PC with a lot of the answers over the years, and
yeah.
it makes it confusing. But somebody told me to not make associations to food this way one time. They said, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. It's like a negative thing." But a lot of the food we eat it's like a drug. We're eating drugs. Mm-hmm. Bagels are drugs. I know that sounds crazy, but they are, and that's why they're so addicting. They're refined. They're so refined from the way they're found in nature. When you think about the whole process of doing it, when you think about, so you clear the land, you grow the grain, then you husk the grain, then you polish everything off, you refine it down into a white powder, then you get a little pot, then you cook it up, then you know what I mean? It's like we're really refining something in nature, and we do get high from it. We do get high from eating sweets. It sends off the same pleasure centers in the brain that certain drugs will, right? So,
well, a lot of people are watching this movie Fed Up now, so this is bringing it mainstream.
I haven't seen this
yet.
Well,
Katie Couric is, out there talking about sugar and how addictive it is and what it's doing to our kids, and people are understanding this now, that it absolutely is a drug that we're addicted to. I mean, caffeine is literally a drug, and people won't accept it as such. Mm-hmm. So, I think it needs to be said. I think it's a good thing.
We're born into a drug culture that makes it seem like everything is okay. And mom and dad ate that. I'm just eating it,
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, everything in moderation. but that's where the problem comes in. It's the constant dabbling, and it's never being consistent. So what happens is we're basically caught up in an addiction cycle, and people have broken that addiction cycle through consistency, and then you can see it from the outside and you go, oh, wait a second, that's why I would have all these intense cravings because I'm having drug cravings. It's like someone's trying to quit smoking and you have a craving for a cigarette. Try to quit corn chips and brownies for breakfast and you start to crave them and you start to not feel well until you have them. And the interesting thing is once you start to have them again, you feel better again. It's a false sense of feeling well, but it stabilizes you again, just like a drug would. Heroin doesn't make the drug addict in withdrawal healthier. It stops the symptoms of the detox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you were an addict, if you were addicted to heroin, alcohol, anything, you wouldn't detox from it and then go back to it to make yourself feel better. And that's what you're saying. And that's what people are doing with food. And I think also it's about inside work too. When you go through a regular drug detox and you're trying to rid yourself of addiction, you do a lot of spiritual work, you do a lot of emotional work, and that's another thing that you guys are missing from the detox process. And I'm writing a meditation book right now, and I have a chapter on weight loss, and it's all about doing the inside work. It's checking in with yourself and asking yourself, do I need this? Does it honor my body? Is this something that I'm just craving, that I just desire, or is it something that my body truly needs? And those questions are important too, but yeah.
It's so innocent, so people don't think they need to do work around it in that way.
But what do we do? We're so effed up.
Yep. We're pretty effed up. The world's pretty effed up. What we do is we consistently move towards higher quality choices. And, look, craving for sugar and fat and things aren't going to go away immediately. But what I tell people is, look, go to the health food store and get those organic, whole grain, biodynamic, anti-terrorist, pro-American cookies, and you get them and you put
wild harvested, artisanal.
Put the artisanal biodynamic cookies in the freezer and have them there. Don't have it, all right, something's going to get screwed up along the path. So don't sit there and be like, now I got to go, I only have that store that sells, like the refined donut thingies in my neighborhood. So no,
Right.
have the healthier versions there. And yes, you're still eating sugar, but you'll slowly move out of that. Just you have to be committed and you have to be prepared for those moments.
Right. It's the answer that nobody wants to hear, but that's what it is.
Yeah, the only way to do it is to do it.
Alrighty. Sometimes these videos leave you feeling bummed out.
Did we answer the question?
I think we did answer the question. No, it's hard to instinctively know what to eat because we are so far away from our instincts.
And here's another point too. We have a craving for something, and because we've had these foods since birth and they're so ingrained in us, when our body thinks I need some type of fat or I need something like that, they're thinking I need buttered popcorn. It's not thinking like, I need some coconut or cashews or something like that. It's thinking I need that food that I know has fat in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a reason why you have to diversify your diet and you have to seek out new things to eat, because we get the question all the time, what do you eat? And even regular vegetarians every day get that question. What do you eat at the holidays? How do you know what to eat to get your protein or whatever? But there is this huge, diverse, billions and billions of different types of foods to eat that people aren't aware of. So when you get those cravings, you'll start craving things that are more appropriate than the refined, processed craziness that's going to be on your food shelf that you've been exposed to forever and ever.
Yeah. If being vegan and eating mostly raw food were challenging and I was constantly battling addiction to pizza and chocolate and things like I would never do it. It would just be miserable. But I've replaced all that stuff through consistency, and now I crave like dates with almond butter on it. Like that's like, I'm totally happy. I got my fat, I got my sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally amazing. So we just need to break that cycle.
Sure. Alrighty. Thank you for another great video. You can find so much more information from Mike and about Mike at everydaydetox.org and on youtube.com/everydaydetox, where he posts amazing podcasts with some really great thinkers and doers in the wellness world. Not just me, like serious people too. So go over and check that out in the links in the video description. And remember to post your comments below because we want to keep bringing these videos to you. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video, share with your friends, and leave your comments and questions below. You can also click on your screen or find the link in the video description to sign up for my newsletter at BEXLIFE.com and get all kinds of free goodies delivered straight to your inbox. I'll see you soon in another BEXLIFE video.